All right, I'm on my way out to accomplish another chore. This one's going to be in the barn. And specifically what I have to do is I have to turn this area here into a up and operating stall. We've been using this for storage in this area, but we are now at a point between our own horses and horses that we're boarding that we need another stall. So we have cleaned everything out of here, the workroom that we were using, and I need to install this gate. And I have to put the hinge pins on there. And these are the hinge pins. They'll mount against this wall. There'll be one on top and there'll be one on the bottom for the gate to hinge on. And then there's a couple other things that I have to do in here to get this up and operating. And one of our other stalls in here, you can see what needs to be done. So not only does the door need to be installed, but we also need to put the hanger on for the water bucket. Over in the corner, the food bowl will need to be mounted. I'll have to put some 2x4s on each of those walls to mount the food bucket. And we also need to put a hay rack up. So that's the chore. We have to get this stall up and operating for our new roommate. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to drill a hole for the hinge pin. And so I've already determined where I want this gate to sit. And I've already determined what I'm going to screw that into, and it's going to be approximately right there. And I've already made a mark over here. And so I'll drill a pilot hole in there first, and then I'll have to use a hole saw, 9/16 hole saw, to make that hole big enough in order to put that hinge pin in. And so I already have my 9/16. I've already marked it. It's going into this 6x6, which is right behind it. And then hopefully I've got what I need to drive those hinges in. So pilot hole first. And of course, you didn't check your battery. But I brought a spare. All right, pilot hole. gate is on. Okay, so now now that the door is on, the next thing that I want to put on is this bracket. And what this does is it holds the water buckets that have a lip on it. So it would just mount right directly to this wall with some decking screws. Pretty simple, I think. It's already countersunk to accept the screw. Got a screw that's right in the way right there, so let's make sure that I don't hit that. I want that thing pretty much right there at the top. I won't completely tighten that one just yet. All right. That takes the lip that's on the bucket, fits down on the lip that's on the bracket. Nope. There. We got a water bucket. Okay, so I got the water bucket, actually 2 water buckets. The boss came around and saw what I was doing, better known as my wife, and said she wanted 2 buckets in here, which is fine. We have 2 buckets in the other ones. I don't know what I was thinking, but so the next thing that I need to do is over here in this corner, I need to put the food bowl in, and there is the food bowl down there, and it mounts in that corner. And so one portion of it is going to mount on this ledge right here, but I'm going to have to mount a board against this wall right here so that the other ledge of the food bowl can mount on top of that board. So I'm going to have to go up here on top of my loft up here where I keep some wood and things like that, and grab a piece of wood off of there. And I just happen to have some left from the run-in project that I did about a week or so ago. So climb up there, grab some wood. Alright, our work comes to a stop. Time to unload feed. that's done. We got the water buckets, we got the food bowl, and we got the hay rack in. And then, and we got the door in. We got to come back in and put some fresh shavings in the stall, clean it up a little bit. All ready. Done. Okay, so the video that I made a little bit earlier today when I was in there and getting the stall ready for our horse to come home. So he's here. So his trainer, Judy Conger is her name, and she is a professional horse trainer. And so she has brought him back to us today, and we're going to go down and check him out. And Judy actually is going to give a lesson to one of our boarders that's here today. But anyway, Awesome is home. And I say the word awesome because that is the horse's name. His name is I'm Too Awesome. And so Awesome is home. He is currently in his new stall that we set up for him this afternoon. And so I'm just going to shoot some video here, and we're going to get in on the girls while they're talking. Hi, girls.
Hello.
Judy on the right.
I'm a little scared about the drone thing.
About the what?
The drone. If I get bucked off, I'd like no physical evidence.
Okay, then I can. They have a delete feature.
So you might have to do a lot of beeping.
They have a delete feature.
This is proving a lot of cussing.
All right. And so Awesome is home. We set up his stall for him.
Complete with duct tape.
Look how good he looks.
We set up his stall for him this afternoon.
Oh, he's so spoiled.
Brand new stall. Awesome. What's going on, brother? It's good to see you.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, good to see you too. Who are you again?
Yeah, it's like until you feed me.
And this down has gotten longer.
Yeah.
It's just right at the top.
I've been really putting a lot of condition in it.
All right.
To get that brittle feeling out of it. I haven't been able to
Excuse me.
This is your new horse. I bought him online for you.
His name is Dutch.
Okay, so who is he?
Dutch. He's your new horse from prison, from Angola prison. I figured you were, and he has the same gang affiliation tattoo stuff you have. He's got the state of Louisiana on his shoulder and on his rump, and his gang membership number is 917.
Okay, so I come down here just to see what's happening, and all of a sudden we have a new tenant.
Surprise!
Dutch, what's going on?
I don't know. I'm new to the travel place.
I hope you're not staying long. All right. Good to see you, buddy. He's a pretty horse.
He is a stay.
What's going on here, big fella?
About 200 pounds.
Yeah, he's big.
He's like him. I think he's
Our stick only went up to 17.3.
So what's going on?
About that much taller.
So what's going on? What's going on with him?
I bought this horse.
Oh, did you?
I did this week
Really? For you personally?
for me to flip.
Oh, for you to flip him.
I
Okay.
don't need an 18.5 minutes.
Okay. I got you.
If I'm going to spend time flipping one, it's going to be with one.
I got you. He's a pretty horse.
He's very nice. So
Where'd you get him?
Super green.
Where did you get him?
From Bush, Louisiana. He is an Angola prison horse. You can see on his rump. He
Yeah.
has the branding.
So you weren't kidding about that?
No.
Okay.
I think that was it's the state of Louisiana freeze brand not done well. I have a feeling it was like, hey, new guy, go brand that horse, and then
So
he did it, and they went, no, we do it on the hip, not the shoulder.
so they do this to.
Not anymore. That's why I went and got this horse.
So was it for the purposes of kind of like you know, rehabilitation and all that kind of stuff?
No,
Or?
Angola Prison is a plantation, and it is life without parole. It is Louisiana's worst of the worst criminals, rapists, murderers there.
Uh-huh.
And it's a working plantation.
And so
they
Dutch
were-
ended up there from
he
some of
was
the
bred
errors,
there.
from some of the
Yeah.
errors of his ways.
Yes.
Okay.
The very first one we got was about 15 years ago, and he was about this size. And I sent the kids out to go get him, and they were like,
Okay.
"But we're scared.
Yeah.
What did he do to be
Keep-
in prison?"
keep talking.
Is what the kids said. And
Right.
I said, no, he was bred in prison.
Okay.
He wasn't in prison.
So, and what kind of activity does he have while he's there?
Well, all the ones we've had up until this one and the one before, we did it 5 years, 6 years, and they are broke, because the prisoners don't have anything else to do.
Mm-hmm.
So they do everything but jump and load on a trailer. They make great field hunters, good brains, good breeding. The warden's wife was a horse person, and she's the one that started the breeding program. And they were selling them to New Orleans Police Department for mounts for crowd control, and to the Atlanta Police Department.
Yeah.
And then kind of word got out, and then they started doing public auction. But one of my bigger clients.
Okay, let me get back with you. I want to hear the rest of this story. There's Winston. Way to go, Winston. All right, Winston is going. Oh, there he is. All right, Winston is going to be going back to Auburn in just a couple of days. So Winston had surgery, and that's why he's been here with us, because he's been kind of he's been in a hospital stay with us for the last couple of months, and he actually had surgery on his vocal cords. He basically was having an issue with when he was breathing, that one of his vocal cords was getting in the way of his airway, and so they had to go in and they did surgery on that. I know, and he has been an awesome patient, and so in just a couple days he's going to be going back to get his checkup, and just to give the all clear. But for the most part, he's doing very well, and then he's going to be staying with us for a while. He's just going to be one of our boarders, and he is a big guy, but he is an easy keeper. And then here is Grace. She is also one of our boarders, and she is a thoroughbred, and she's a pretty girl, and she's very easy keeper as well. In fact, today Grace and Wendy are going to be taking a lesson with Judy, and so we're going to kind of film all that and see what's going on with all that. So, all right, Grace, you ready for your lesson today? You ready, baby girl? You ready? All right, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. This is an interesting story about Dutch over here being from Angola prison. I did not know that a lot of that took place, but he is a pretty horse, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on with that.